Big stories, big pressure, big nights at Anfield. This is Anfield Central, your home for the latest Liverpool news, transfers and sharp analysis. No noise, just what matters to real Reds. So if you love Liverpool, hit subscribe and stay ahead of every story. Let's get into it. Liverpool transfer news, $188 million João Neves link and 33-goal Luis Suarez battle with Newcastle. Liverpool's recruitment plans are already taking shape behind the scenes, and two major attacking names are now being linked with moves to Anfield. With results improving under Arne Slot, the immediate pressure has eased slightly, but when the season ends, further adjustments to the squad are expected. Out wide, more pace could be required. At centre-back, uncertainty surrounding Ibrahima Konate means reinforcements may still be needed, alongside Jeremy Jackett, who is set to arrive from Rennes. Now attention has turned to midfield and a blockbuster name from Paris. According to Sports Boom, Liverpool are among several European heavyweights monitoring João Neves at PSG. The 21-year-old is regarded as one of the best young midfielders in world football and is under contract until 2029. He's valued at around $188 million, making any potential move extraordinarily complicated. There's no indication PSG are willing to sell. Neves remains a central figure for both club and Portugal, and prizing him away would likely require a seismic offer. Liverpool have shown they're capable of big spending in recent windows, as seen with moves for Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz, but this would be another level entirely. Realistically, the only way a PSG midfielder leaves is if they actively push for a new challenge, whether that be the Premier League or the Bernabeu. At this stage, there's no concrete sign Neves is seeking that exit. Alongside that midfield link, there is also movement in the striker market. Liverpool and Newcastle United are both reportedly interested in Colombian forward Luis Suarez from Sporting CP, according to A Bola. The 28-year-old has exploded this season, scoring 33 goals for club and country combined. Domestically, he leads the Sporting scoring charts with 22 goals. His efficiency is eye-catching, averaging a goal every 85 minutes. That return surpasses the scoring rates once posted in Portugal by Radamel Falcao and Jackson Martinez. Suarez has stepped up following Victor Gyökeres's departure to Arsenal, becoming Sporting's primary attacking outlet. However, questions remain. At 28, this is comfortably the best season of his career, and that raises doubts about whether clubs would commit significant funds for what could be a late peak. There is also the matter of squad balance. Liverpool strengthened their attacking options last summer, and Newcastle adjusted their front line following Alexander Isak's departure, bringing in Nick Woltermaid and Yoane Wissa. So while the links are intriguing, neither club is under immediate pressure to sign a traditional number 9. The Neves pursuit feels ambitious and financially complex. The Suarez situation feels opportunistic but not essential. The bigger question now is direction. Should Liverpool gamble on a near $200 million midfield superstar or focus on smarter, more targeted additions to refine Slot's system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're enjoying the latest Liverpool updates, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next big transfer development. Arsenal, Liverpool and Barcelona target €100 million Inter defender Alessandro Bastoni. 3 European heavyweights are circling one of Serie A's elite defenders, with Alessandro Bastoni now at the centre of a potential summer battle. The Inter Milan star has built a reputation as one of the most stylish and complete centre-backs in Europe. Strong in duels, calm in possession, and tactically intelligent, Bastoni has become a cornerstone of Inter's modern era. At 26, he already boasts an impressive trophy cabinet, 2 Serie A titles, 2 Coppa Italias, and 3 Italian Super Cups. He also played pivotal roles in Inter's runs to the Champions League finals in 2022-23 and 2024-25. Now, after being at the club since 2017, this summer could present the first genuine opportunity for a new challenge. According to Court Offside, both Arsenal and Liverpool are closely monitoring the Italy international ahead of the transfer window. For Arsenal, there is belief he would slot seamlessly into Mikel Arteta's tactical structure. For Liverpool, the interest runs deeper. Bastoni is viewed as a potential long-term successor to Virgil van Dijk. However, the Premier League duo are not alone. Barcelona are also in the frame as they continue searching for a defensive replacement following Inigo Martinez's move to Saudi Arabia last summer. From Inter's perspective, the message is clear. Bastoni is considered untouchable within Christian Chivu's squad, and the Serie A leaders are keen to extend his contract beyond its current 2030 expiry. But as is often the case in modern football, every player has a price. There is growing belief that Inter would only consider a sale if an offer in the region of €100 million, around £87 million, were placed on the table. That figure reflects both his importance and his prime age profile. For Liverpool, the link makes strategic sense if they are planning for life beyond Van Dijk. For Arsenal, it would be another statement defensive addition, and for Barcelona, it would represent a significant rebuild move. The big question is whether any club is prepared to test Inter's resolve with a 9-figure bid. Would you pay €100 million for Bastoni to strengthen Liverpool's defence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more daily Liverpool transfer updates, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next big development. Mohamed Salah nearing Liverpool exit with MLS and Saudi Arabia leading the race. The future of Mohamed Salah at Liverpool is once again under serious scrutiny, and this time the tone feels different. Despite signing a contract extension last year that runs until June 2027, reports now suggest this season could quietly become Salah's farewell tour in the Premier League. According to the BBC, two destinations are emerging as the most realistic next steps: Major League Soccer and the Saudi Pro League. Clubs from both competitions have shown interest in the former Chelsea forward in recent years, and now with his form dipping, the possibility of a move appears stronger than ever. Salah, who has built a reputation for consistently hitting 20 goals by this stage of the campaign, has managed just 7 so far this season. More strikingly, he is currently enduring a 10-game Premier League goal drought. For a player who has defined Liverpool's attacking identity for years, that statistic alone tells a story. BBC Sport describes the situation as a potential long goodbye, suggesting that the 33-year-old may already be preparing for his next chapter. Financial realities will also shape any departure. Given his age, current form, and significant salary package, it is increasingly likely that Liverpool would have to accept a fee lower than the €38 million they paid to sign him in 2017. That would mark an era. Salah has been central to Liverpool's modern success, delivering goals, trophies, and unforgettable moments. But football rarely stands still, and transitions are inevitable. The question now is timing. Do Liverpool cash in 2026 while there is still market value, or attempt one final push with a club legend before the curtain falls? Would you let Salah leave next summer, or should Liverpool fight to keep him until 2027? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want the latest Liverpool updates as this story develops, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Arne Slot reveals PSG pace blueprint behind Liverpool's $600 million transfer spree. After last season's Champions League exit, Slot repeatedly pointed to Paris Saint-Germain as the benchmark, and one specific trait stood out above all: speed. Liverpool invested over £450 million, just north of $600 million, ahead of the 2025-26 campaign, bringing in 8 first-team players. While part of that outlay replaced outgoing stars, it also targeted weaknesses that had quietly limited the side. Despite winning the Premier League comfortably, Slot believed a lack of raw pace held Liverpool back, particularly in Europe. That concern was exposed when PSG eliminated Liverpool in the Champions League last 16, in what many saw as a final-worthy clash played far too early in the competition. The French champions, armed with players like Ousmane Dembélé, Achraf Hakimi, and Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, showcased devastating speed in wide and transitional areas. Speaking ahead of the trip to Wolverhampton Wanderers, Slot explained how that experience reshaped his recruitment thinking. Jeremy has shown every time he comes in that when you face low blocks, how important pace is, Slot said, referencing Jeremy Frimpong, who recently returned from a groin injury. The moment you face teams further away from goal, then pace becomes even more important, he added. Pace in modern football, apart from being strong at set pieces, is crucial. Slot admitted PSG served as the perfect example. Not that I needed it because I knew it, but Paris Saint-Germain were a great example of pace when it comes to the forwards to win the Champions League from open play and be creative. That realization directly influenced Liverpool's aggressive summer window. We thought that was something we could add to this team, but unfortunately we've only been able to use one player with a lot of pace in our front three, and that is Hugo. Hugo Ekitike has featured, but injuries have limited the wider impact of Liverpool's speed injection. Alexander Isak has struggled with fitness, while Frimpong has seen limited Premier League minutes. Between them, they have managed just 12 league starts. That reality leaves Slot wondering what this team might look like at full capacity. That's why I keep saying you see progress with us, but what if all these players are fit, he said. Despite the frustration, the Liverpool boss remains optimistic. This club is in a very good place because we signed so many good players in the summer. The blueprint is clear. More pace, more dynamism, more European edge. Now the challenge is keeping those weapons fit long enough to fully unleash them. Do you think adding pace is the key to Liverpool dominating Europe again? Let me know in the comments.
Liverpool are readying a €40 million move for Konrad Laimer as Bayern tensions simmer after Luis Diaz blow. Liverpool are reportedly preparing a €40 million move for Konrad Laimer as they look to strengthen their midfield this summer. The interest comes less than a year after Bayern Munich dealt Liverpool a major setback by signing Luis Diaz for £65.5 million. Diaz had been a key figure at Anfield, impressing under both Jurgen Klopp and Arne Slot. While Slot wanted to keep him, Liverpool's hierarchy opted to cash in, and they have felt his absence ever since. The Colombian has been outstanding in Germany, scoring 19 goals and providing 15 assists in 34 appearances this season. Now Liverpool could look to respond by targeting Laimer. According to reports in Germany, both Liverpool and Atletico Madrid are leading the race, with the Premier League champions willing to invest around €40 million. Laimer's versatility is a major attraction. He can operate in central midfield or at right back, offering tactical flexibility across a long season. Bayern manager Vincent Kompany is said to value his pressing intensity and defensive discipline, and the club are not keen to sell unless the player himself pushes for a move. At this stage, however, Laimer is reportedly happy in Munich and not forcing an exit. He's not the only Bayern player linked with Liverpool. There are also suggestions that Michael Olise could be a long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah, with Fenway Sports Group exploring options. Salah remains under contract until 2027, but speculation continues to grow, especially with his numbers dipping this season: 4 goals and 6 assists in the league, plus 2 goals in the Champions League. With midfield reinforcement on the agenda and questions over the future of their front line, Liverpool's upcoming summer window could prove decisive. The big question now, is Laimer the right profile to strengthen Slot's system, or should Liverpool focus on directly replacing Diaz's attacking output? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Liverpool monitoring Matheus Fernandes as relegation scenario could open the door to a summer deal. Liverpool are keeping a close eye on West Ham midfielder Matheus Fernandes, and a potential relegation battle could open the door to a summer deal. Despite being well stocked in midfield, the situation at Anfield may not be as settled as it looks. Arne Slot and sporting director Richard Hughes could be forced into the market if key players move on. Both Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai are reportedly attracting interest from Real Madrid, while Curtis Jones continues to be linked with Tottenham. According to respected Liverpool journalist David Lynch, the club are actively monitoring Fernandes and could move if West Ham drop into the Championship. The 21-year-old joined West Ham from Southampton in 2025 for £42 million including add-ons, and has registered 3 goals and 3 assists in 26 appearances this season. However, West Ham are currently third from bottom in the Premier League and firmly in a relegation fight, a scenario Liverpool have historically taken advantage of. Back in 2016, Liverpool signed Jorginho Wijnaldum from Newcastle after their relegation, and in 2018 they triggered Xherdan Shaqiri's release clause following Stoke's drop to the Championship. Lynch believes Fernandes fits the profile.
style. "He looks a good player, only 21 and suited to the Premier League as it is now," Lynch said. He added that Liverpool will assess their needs first, whether someone leaves and whether space opens up in that position, but stressed the club do monitor relegated sides closely. Fernandes is not the only name on their radar. Lynch also revealed genuine admiration for Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers, a player Liverpool have tracked for years. However, with Florian Wirtz already operating as a number 10 and Szoboszlai capable of playing there, questions remain over tactical fit. Rogers can play off the left, but he is not a natural winger, and Lynch suggests Liverpool may prefer a more traditional wide option. So while nothing is imminent, Liverpool are clearly planning ahead. If West Ham go down, could Fernandes become the next smart relegation market signing at Anfield? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.